Yo guys, what is up? My name is Jack2505. This is 2505 Gaming and welcome to the Horde house. And today we're going to be reviewing the new hero in Horde, Mr. Paduk from Gears Judgment. I stream the Horde house on a regular basis on Twitch with viewers, and the link to my Twitch and my Discord will be in the description box below. So feel free to join my Twitch channel as well as my Discord channel. So feel free to like, share and subscribe to the channel for ongoing PvE Horde series content. Now Paduk is a scout hero who mainly specializes in crowd control, executions, marks of damage, bleed damage and power pickups. I've managed to get him to at least level 16, so I want to unlock all the cards so I can experience what his useful cards are in Horde and the different builds that he can do. So let's get started. Paduk's ultimate ability is a new ability in Horde called Fear, which puts enemies in a state of fear. Enemies under fear cannot attack and will retreat. Does not affect bosses, however it does affect mini bosses, so bear that in mind. His passive ability deals double damage to enemies under fear. Now let's go over the cards and builds that I've been using with Paduk in Horde. And again, bearing in mind I've been playing on the master difficulty just to see how really effective Paduk can be in Horde. Now the first build that I've gone for is the Execution Fear build. Now you must be thinking, executing on master is quite dangerous, right? Well, in most cases you guys will be correct. However, this build will make sure that when I execute, I'm safe. The first card is Execution Shield. Damage resistance whilst executing and gain stim. Fearsome, aura, phase, menace and terror. That's the card build I go for in regards to the Execution Fear build. Now I have to say guys, this build is a lot of fun. I've had so much fun with this build over the last week. This build allows me to execute swarm, put fear into nearby swarm, gain stim, recharge my ultimate, use my ultimate, execute another enemy, gain more ult, stim, execute, repeat the process. If you do that and you're more or less near your team, or you haven't overextended, you should be pretty safe. Now the second build I've gone for is the bleeding build, which includes Armored Shot, Execution Shield, Phase, Menace and Terror. So when you gain stim with the Armored Shot gold card, you gain the ability to deliver bleeding damage to the swarm as long as you have stim. Once you lose the stim, you lose the ability to basically apply bleeding damage. So you have to have stim in order for this build to work. Now what I would say about the bleeding card is that I can see a lot of players using it, obviously because it does bleeding damage, so that's quite obvious. What I would say is that if you're gonna play this on master, as everyone knows, on master they hit quite hard, so at times it can be quite easy to lose the stim, quite easy. So at times, I mean, I was having a lot of fun with it when I was executing people, then switched to shooting with a lancer or my retro lancer. I understand it works on heavy weapons as well. However, I understand that at the moment there is an exploit with this card in which if Paduk buys the wires, puts them down, has stim on, basically stays out of the fight, and he can bleed with the wires with this card when he has stim. TC will address this. They will fix this. To be honest, I don't think it's worth having a Paduk there just to sit there and do nothing, but just to make you guys aware that this is a bug, and more than likely TC will fix it. Now the third build that I went for was the mid to long range build, which included the cards of Concussive Rounds, Marks of Mastery, Consecutive Shot, Intimidation and Armored Shot. With the mid to long range build, I didn't have as much fun or as much, let's say, as much success with this build. I think with people like Fars, JD, maybe Lizzie around, people who are much better at distance damage than Paduk. They're gonna just beat him to the punch every time. What I would say, from what I've experienced, Paduk's main strength will be in executing. That's where the most fun is. That's where he's most effective, and he'd be so excellent at basically crowd control, just controlling the minions, controlling the mini bosses, putting fear into everyone around him, and just executing them. And once Paduk is consistently doing the executions, building his team, building the fear, using the fear, your teammates are gonna like you. They're gonna like you a lot. He's gonna make JD's life a lot easier, Lizzie's life a lot easier. He seems to gel quite well with Kate, where Kate could just go up to people, just execute them for free, and he works wonders with COD gear. Let's move on to Paduk's perks. Paduk's perks include ultimate cooldown, crit damage, health, and ammo capacity. If you're going to do a 1 to 50 on Master Up, I would suggest perking up once you've got a tap. Wait till you got a tap, wait till the engineer more or less gives you the thumbs up, and then basically go for the ultimate cooldown first. I think that would be the highest priority. Level that up all the way up to 10, and then work on perhaps crit damage after that. But make sure ultimate cooldown is the first priority, which is going to help your team even more. So guys, let me know your experiences with Paduk. What cards have you been using? What builds have you been using? Do you think he's any good? Have you used him on Master yet? I really want to know what other people think of him. Personally, I think he's a great. I think he's a great character. I think he's good in Master, and he's someone I will definitely be using a lot more in Operation 4. Thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. I'm Jack2505. This is 2505 Gaming. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch. I live stream Gears 5 Horde every week, so be sure to jump in and join a few games. So peace out, guys.